Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my The Acolyte Episode 5 preview video. We are going to be discussing a number of different theories and things that we're anticipating to see with not just Episode 5 of The Acolyte, but also the next couple of episodes of foreseeable future, with what maybe Episode 6 and 7, and even the finale, Episode 8, might all have in store for this Star Wars Disney Plus show. So, of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do, though, however, grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So, if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from inverse.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. I also want to give you guys that fair heads up. Yes, of course, there are spoilers ahead here for The Acolyte. I myself have actually kind of fallen off here a bit with The Acolyte. I'm not entirely up to date with it, actually, so I'll be doing a double whammy probably tonight here, watching episode 4 as well. I'm just not all the way caught up with it. Yes, I've seen a lot of the controversy with it, a lot of the things that go on and happen in this episode. Some of it's really cool, and some of it, yeah, I'll be honest, doesn't make entire sense. But then again, I also think that there's a whole side of the fandom, a whole side of the Star Wars community that's simply just overreacting all at the same time. It's great that people care that much, but I think that some people care too much. Go outside and touch some grass. That aside, though, The Acolyte hit its halfway mark with an action-packed episode following May as they sought out the reclusive Wookiee Jedi Master Kanaka, while her twin sister Osha and Jedi Master Soul have looked to stop May's plans. But just when May's nameless, faceless master has appeared and started a brawl, the episode cut to black and simply ends on a cliffhanger. Who survives that fight? Just who is this villain, and what is his plan, and kind of what just happened? And will Master Soul be able to explain everything to Osha like he promised? Episode 5 will hopefully be able to answer at least one of these many questions, so that there's everything that we know here about upcoming Episode 5. Of course, Episode 5 of The Acolyte is premiering and will be released on Tuesday, June 25th on Disney Plus. Of course, like every other episode has before, around that 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here, instead of at 3 a.m. for us Americans out there. After Episode 5, we'll have 3 episodes left. There's 8 episodes total, but there has also been recent talks of a possible potential The Acolyte Season 2. We've talked about it here on the channel already. Of course, now there are even new rumors, newer rumors much rather, saying that The Acolyte Season 2 isn't happening anymore. It's not moving forward because of the fan reception and just how kind of hated this show has been from the community. Honestly, I'm gonna hold off on it, and I'm gonna say that The Acolyte, and this is something I'd like to discuss in a separate future video here on the channel as well. The more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. But I think that The Acolyte, kind of just as a hot take, if you will, of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, is The Acolyte's going to have that same outcome that the prequels had, essentially, where it's coming out now, people absolutely despise it, they hate it, they say, oh, it doesn't make any sense. That's exactly how people reacted to the prequels when they were coming out. There were people out there saying that it doesn't make any sense, it's dumb, it's too childish, you know, things of that nature, of exactly what people are saying right now with The Acolyte. Same thing, vice versa, for the sequels. And even now we're seeing it more and more for the sequels, is where people are starting to kind of come out and say, hey, the sequels weren't all that bad. You know, like Episode 7 and Episode 8, maybe not Episode 9 as much, or maybe not as much yet. Maybe after the Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie, people will look at it a bit differently. But I think that The Acolyte is going to kind of have that same outcome that the prequels had, and that the sequels are now kind of having here as well. Of course, I like to remain a bit optimistic about it. Of course, only time will tell. I'm not saying that this is going to be the case within 3 months, 6 months, or maybe not even within 6 years, but I think somewhere down the road, maybe the foreseeable future, 10 plus years, maybe then people will look back on The Acolytes and say, hey, that show wasn't all that bad. Besides all of that, though, as I had mentioned, it's more of something I'd like to get a bit more into in a separate future video here on the channel, in more detail and in more depth. What is the plot of The Acolyte Episode 5? What are we thinking here and anticipating of what's going to go on here with Episode 5 of The Acolyte? So after the first 4 episodes, now that halfway point for The Acolyte, Jedi Master Soul is now the only living Jedi who knows what had happened during those tragic events on Brendok. Episode 5 is posed to reveal what really went down that fateful night, and maybe drop more clues about May's master. Who exactly is his identity, what's his plan, his motive, everything of that nature, all of the whys behind that character. It is also definitely worth noting that now that we're past this halfway mark, anything can kind of happen. Like, we've seen all of the promoting and all the marketing kind of already spilled out here on the actual show itself. Usually the rule that's played among Disney themselves for all their given franchises, all their different shows, series, movies, but looking specifically at shows, is that usually a lot of the promoting, marketing, all the footage that you see within any given trailer, especially for a Star Wars project, is usually from those first 3 to 4 episodes. In this case, 4 episodes. So now that the first 4 episodes of The Acolyte are out, we've seen just about all of that footage, all that promoting and marketing footage that was used in the trailers and used in all of the kind of social media content, essentially, that Lucasfilm had been using. So now it's, in a way, we're kind of flying blind here. Like, really anything can happen. Episode 5 is, as I had mentioned, posed to reveal what really went down that fateful night as well. There's been a lot of back and forth on that. We already had episode 3 as that entire flashback episode of The Acolyte, what had really gone on with the witches, Osha, May's supposed death on that fateful night there as well. There's another side to the story, is kind of what they're getting at, and that it doesn't feel like that, honestly, quite yet, but probably with another flashback sequence or a flashback episode, we'll see more of that and kind of understand it more, of that there is another story. There's another side to that story of what really went on that fateful night. Honestly, I think that episode 3 captured it right, like everything that we've been hearing, but, well, as I had mentioned, there's 2 sides to the story. Maybe it'll drop more clues and more reveals about May's master here as well with episode 5. Who exactly is he, his motives and everything, as I had mentioned, who maybe could be the person that he's working for, I guess, in that way. Like, who's his master? Is it, Quimare, the guy that we saw from the first 2 episodes, like fans have kind of theorized? This guy kind of put him up to it. I don't really think that kind of makes a lot of sense, though, to be honest with you guys. But besides that, I think it's kind of like a funny joke. An ancient Sith dredged up from the depths of canon, or maybe somebody brand new as well. Could it be like a reference to Darth Plagueis or have some type of connection to that? I think is a big one out there that a lot of fans would kind of hope for or anticipate even. Anyway, guys, this here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.